And Mr. Bryce, you came in with 24 seconds to spare. So the next person we have up here is Jerry Murphy.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I want to talk about a couple of my failures. After a month in the hospital, I just got out last week with the diagnosis that I have stage 4 cancer. I'd ignored the signs. They still haven't figured out whether I have cancer of the stomach, bile duct, or pancreas. However, the average lifespans for these stage 4 cancers is 4 to 13 months, and with a 3 to 7% 5-year survival rate. The good news is that the cancers typically don't affect the brain, so I will still be able to write. A year and a half ago, I also was in a state of denial about the warning signs of a gallbladder about to burst, leading to the doctor at the time in the emergency room starting with, "Do you want to be resuscitated?" However, I survived. Now, I think that the world, including Canadians, are in a state of denial over the future of the entire planet, with 85.1% voting for the Carney-Barker Liberal Party's solution of building more pipelines for the economy, including the Keystone XL, which appears to be part of the new trade deal, as well as the polyagro conservative proposal of even more pipelines, and the BC NDP LNG expansion of pipelines. I wanted to write a poem about this, but yesterday was a rough day, cancer-wise, so I've not finished the poem. A Guardian newspaper survey of 380 world top climate scientists found that 80% are depressed because globally we are not dealing enough with the global climate crisis catastrophe that we are facing. Even though economy, and ecology are from the same Greek word meaning home and environment. The title of the poem will be Denial. I want to say to everyone that if I have to leave early, it's because perhaps the pain has got to me. It isn't about anybody else's poetry. The poem that I will read is titled Say Their Names. Africans have a belief that if you say a dead person's name, they are still alive. On the streets of Minneapolis, the masked men tear a 5-year-old boy away from his school friends and use him to bait his family with his tiny, freezing body outside their front door of his family and take him along with his father to a concentration camp in Texas, one of dozens of concentration camps where 1,700 other children get sick from rotting food and waste away with little schooling and medical care, while they hear their parents crying every day, while they see their parents writing letters about their children's terror. Is this Trump's idea of domestic terrorism? Say the name Liam Ramos. Say the name Liam Ramos. Say the name Liam Ramos. On the streets of Chicago, the 30-year-old Montessori school teacher, American citizen, was honking her horn, warning her neighbors of masked men on patrol. They said she rammed their van, so an agent put 7 bullet holes in her body, and they dragged her out of the hospital to put her in jail until a court concluded video evidence showed the masked men had rammed her car and shot her through the car's back window. Kristi Noem called the woman a domestic terrorist. Say the name Mariano Martinez. Say the name Mariana Martinez. Say the name Mariana Martinez. On the streets of Minneapolis, a 37-year-old female American citizen was sitting in her car, observing the masked men approach, reassuring them with the words, "That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." Before 3 bullets pierced her left forearm, right breast, and temple, the masked men blocked the physician and first responders from quick access to the limp body. Kristi Noem called the woman a domestic terrorist. Say the name, Rennie Good. Say the name, Rennie Good. Say the name, Rennie Good. On the streets of Minneapolis, the 37-year-old male PA intensive care nurse, American citizen, reached to put his arm around a woman pushed to the ground by a masked man. The nurse and woman fell, still embracing. 10 bullets hit his back. Kristi Noem called the man a domestic terrorist. Say the name, Alex Preddy. Say the name, Alex Preddy. Say the name, Alex Preddy. On the streets of Minneapolis, the crazy old man with the Santa Claus beard and a purple toque stood on the corner in the minus 14-degree wind, coughing into the tear gas, screaming, "I'm angry," because he had a sign on his bookstore door saying, "First they came for the communists, and I did nothing." Say the name, Greg Ketter. Say the name, Greg Ketter. Say the name, Greg Ketter.